right, we're here now. Now, before I get started doing anything, I need to establish some baseline metrics. And these metrics are gonna inform my decision making moving forward. Now, the first three I wanna start with are calorie intake, overall strength across different exercises. And then lastly, I wanna get a snapshot of how my body currently looks right now. When it comes to baseline strength, I think that's gonna be pretty straightforward. Just going into the gym and performing those core exercises just to see, the largest amount of weight I can move through space with good form. This will really inform my progressive overload as the weeks progress. Going hand in hand with that baseline strength, core, element to any type of weightlifting routine is going to be your calorie intake. So when it comes to my calorie intake, I want to establish how much food I'm eating right now, the macros as well, to see, am I getting a lot of carbs? Am I getting enough protein really? And then from there I can determine, how much more of those macros, how much more calories I need to be consuming to really reinforce the type of weight gain that I'm trying to pursue. Lastly, I want to get a snapshot of how my body currently looks right now. So upper body, lower body, just taking a full body snapshot to get a sense of ratios, proportions. That way, when I do start to get, serious about the different body parts I want to develop, nothing gets overdeveloped. So to begin with, since I have a little bit of time before I gotta start work, I'm gonna raid my fridge real quick and just lay out everything I eat on a normal day, at least that I have in my fridge. Just to get a sense of what I'm eating right now, from a calorie standpoint. I think from there, after I knock out some work, I'm gonna go into the gym, perform those core exercises that I talked about earlier, get a sense of how much weight I'm lifting, from bench press to lat pull downs, everything in between. And then after that, just to wrap up the day, I'm gonna get that snapshot of my upper lower body just to see how I'm looking right now and what work I can really focus on these first few weeks. All right, so a little bit of change of plans here. I was gonna start off by rating my fridge here just to see what I eat on a daily basis, but I think it's office right now, and this is just gonna have to wait until I get back this evening. So to be continued. My Uber rides in are always nice if I have a, really cool Uber driver who, just provides me with cool stories or, particularly someone who's actually from Chicago who can tell me some stories from Chicago. Just to add some more character to the city. I always like hearing that. Something that makes, taking an Uber into the office worthwhile, even if it does cost more. Well, it definitely costs more than taking the train in, but that solitude for that 15 minutes when I'm driving into the office, I can't get that on a train. So I definitely soak it in. I definitely, really appreciate that time to myself when I'm in the back of an Uber. Now it's time to grind. Do appreciate a nice view though. Always try to get a window desk whenever I can. Meetings upon meetings upon meetings. But it's a typical Monday. Can't complain. Madagascar vanilla almond. That's the kind bar I'm eating right now. So here's the thing with these. They're listed as 4 grams of sugar. So I see the 4 grams of sugar, 6 grams of protein. So immediately I'm thinking to myself, all right, it's probably the lowest sugar intake. 5 bars later, I'm already at 20 grams of sugar. So to help give my body a break from all the sugar in those kind bars, if I'm eating too much, I'll actually pick out the M&Ms in my trail mix just to, give myself a little bit more room to play with when it comes to sugar intake for the day. That sugar intake will catch you by surprise. One thing I love about hybrid work is just the flexibility of being able to work where you want to or where you need to on any given day. So if I need to crank out some work from my office for the first few hours of the day because it's just super convenient, I have meetings and you know, I'd rather save myself the 30-minute to 45-minute commute. I'm going to do that. And then I'll just come into the office, during my lunch hour, or vice versa. If I need to be in the office for any reason, for the first half of the day or the morning, I'll do that. And then I'll commute back to my apartment to, eat lunch there, kind of regroup, reset, and then recharged and with just different perspectives. So funny story here. I actually thought I was gonna miss my train, so I was trying to get up these stairs as fast as I can, and so I finally got to the train, thinking, all right, I made it. Turns out it's the totally wrong train. The train I was supposed to be on was the green, but this one was the pink. So I have to wait a few more minutes for the next train, but it's all good. Now, I will get into what I eat on a daily basis. I just had to knock out a few things this morning, so had to make a little slight detour with this entry for today, but at least you guys got to see a little peek into what my work morning is like. And if anything, you guys got to see the one snack that I probably eat way too much, more so than I need to. I won't have that laid out when I do my full diet assessment, but something I want to be mindful of moving forward in terms of sugar intake, really. All right, so I want to get an overview of what I eat on a daily basis. Here on this counter, I've broken things down into, what I eat, just like my 3 square meals a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and then my snacks. So starting here with the 3 square meals a day, we've got our, breakfast. Now my breakfast is usually always going to consist of some type of oatmeal and a protein. And the protein is usually going to be like my favorite is pistachios. And then if I can't get in enough protein from the pistachios alone, I'm usually just gonna eat like a protein bar or something just to get that protein intake since I've been sleeping for 8 hours. Moving on here, I've got my lunch. So I love smoked salmon, and put that on an everything bagel, top it with some sliced avocado. I mean, I literally could eat that every single day. On a good week, I'll probably eat this 3 times a week. I won't get tired of it at all. So it's a nice go-to meal for me. Smoked salmon, I can usually get that anywhere here in Chicago. There's a Fox drop by my office, so I can get that, just put it in my bag, take it upstairs to my office, and then when it's time for lunch, I don't have to cook or anything, just put it on top of the everything bagel over here. Lastly, for dinner, this is where I actually cook where I actually use like pots and pans. Mainly because I'm eating salmon, some type of fish. That's my preferred source of, animal protein. It's gonna be fish. Right now, I'm on a little salmon kick, so anytime I can find some type of variety of salmon anywhere, in terms of seasoning, I'm gonna grab it. So this particular salmon that I'm eating, I can get it usually at my grocery store right next door. And again, I don't have to season it, which is awesome because it takes literally takes like most of the time out of preparation. All I have to do is throw it on the pan. And salmon, really a lot of fish cooks quick. So within 10, 15 minutes tops, I'm ready to eat and I can go on with my day. Now I do get in greens, even though I have the greens here in the dinner, row. I still get in greens like for lunch. On top of that, I usually get some eggs, hard-boiled eggs, slice that, put it on top of the greens. If I have some leftover salmon from the night before, I put that on top of there as well. But usually the hard-boiled eggs are enough to keep me full if I'm just, eating a salad with some eggs just to tide me over until my next meal. All right, now for what I snack on throughout the day. Honestly, I keep it pretty healthy. I eat a lot of it, but I keep it healthy. A lot of fruit, pineapples, watermelon. Only because they're easy to get. They're already chopped up. I can grab them at my grocery store next to my house. And then when it comes to protein intake, as far as snacks are concerned, I'm mainly going to get my protein from mixed nuts or beans of any kind. I find that those two sources keep me full. Also, it's healthy, so if I do overindulge, I don't feel too guilty. Even though I do tend to eat a lot of pistachios in particular, but you know, the added benefit, the added heart benefit, is something that makes me feel a little bit better about what I'm doing. But my real guilty pleasure, from a snacking standpoint, is gonna be this combination right here: Trader Joe's, their plantain chips, and their spicy guacamole. I mean, I've been eating this for over 7 years. Never have I gotten tired of it. It's the one snack that if I was stranded on a desert island, well, aside from water, I would definitely want to have these just to, you know, soothe me through any trying time I may be going through. I think for today, this is a pretty good assessment in terms of, you know, just looking here. I think I eat obviously healthy, but I think there's a good mix of, you know, proteins, fats, carbs, healthy carbs, at least the type of carbs that are going to keep me full. And then, you know, I got my fruits and vegetables. Oh, and then water. I mean, I don't drink soda, so I'm usually just drinking water throughout the day. I'll go through at least, you know, 3 of these, mainly because I like sparkling water. It distracts me from the fact that I'm drinking H2O, so that's just what I like. I think from like a macros calorie standpoint, I actually want to measure with like a scale how much of this I eat, because even though I have it out here on the table, it's kind of hard for me to get an accurate assessment of what I'm actually plating and then eating. So I'll probably leave that for another video when I actually do a full daily entry. That way I can replay the video and see how many cups or ounces of these food items I ate, and then accurately track those calories and macros. But all right, now that I've got that done, I'm gonna see if I can't get some images of really snapshots of my upper and lower body, see where my body's at right now. All right, let's see how everything turned out. Just want to get a sense of just overall shape, see if there's any definition, muscle mass, how that's looking. I mean, overall shape and size wise, I mean, I'd say I'm generally the same shape that I was in college, just lacking the muscle mass that I wish I had, given all those years since college. Especially in certain areas. I mean, I would say my general frame, even though it's on the skinnier side, it's something I can definitely work with in terms of a starting point, something to build upon. All right, and with that, let me actually get into the gym and see what I'm actually putting up in terms of numbers.
Welcome, visitor.
Alright, that weight felt pretty good. Those last 2 reps there, really had to struggle with that, so probably drop it down by 10, 15 pounds, just moving forward, but what was it, 60? Alright, weight. Definitely something I want to start out with, but at least for 3 sets, 4 sets, probably definitely want to go down in weight. That weight felt good. They might stick with that. 50s, just dumbbell bench press. Probably aim for that same thing too with incline bench as well, at least incline dumbbell bench. £45-pound plates on each side here, these dips. Feel good so far. Just want to get 10 clean reps here. 40s on that decline bench there. Felt good, able to get 10 reps in. Definitely felt better than going overboard on the incline bench, but I think I have a good sweet spot in terms of regular bench, incline, and then decline. Using that 40, 45 pound dumbbell as a set point. On shoulder press. I'm definitely gonna want to make sure I go lower weight here, mainly because I'm gonna be doing this on days when I do chest in general. So if I'm hitting incline, decline bench, and regular bench press, my shoulders are gonna be pretty fatigued. So just want to keep that in mind. Either that or just do shoulder press first, just to pre-exhaust that before I hit my chest. One with 15 there. Want to feel that squeeze at the top. Get that full contraction. Right now, I'm probably gonna have to go up to about 150 on this leg extensions. Feels about right. Feels about right. $150, 10 reps. Not bad. Since I'm already on this machine, I'm gonna go ahead and do these hamstring curls. got 130 on there right now. I want to go a little bit lighter. Set it at 100. Feels about right. Alright, so we got 100 on leg curls. $115 on these leg presses here. $115 on these leg presses here. Solid 10 reps there, so 115, good starting point, leg presses. For these squats here, really want to focus on just being safe. Slipped a disc a few years back when I was squatting, so I'm gonna start with 45s on each side here, see how my form is, and then determine where I'm gonna go moving forward. I didn't feel too confident with those 45s, so I'm gonna drop down to 35. See how that feels. I'm guessing it'll feel better, but again, I really want to focus on form here, so I don't really care how much weight I use starting out. Definitely want to go down on that one. Sneeze that. What's up? Sneeze that. Oh, you just, yeah, appreciate it. Go right there. Top. Next time. Cross. Got 7 minutes on here. Feel about right. Just want to crank these out until my calves are exhausted. On each side for those. Felt good for 8 reps. Yeah. I don't know, but then again, like we started sitting on 220, so I don't know how long. Who do you fucking tell? Same thing here with the lat pull down. Since I want to get that full range of motion, I'm definitely going to want to drop down weight. Instead of 2 45s on each side, probably 45 and a 25, just to really at least get that full range of motion. Even though I was able to get 8 on that, those last 2 were kind of dirty. So we'll say 5 clean pull-ups. So nice, humble beginning, something to, really motivate me to get that pull-up strength up. '45s on shrugs. Really want to focus on stopping that momentum once I get to the top. '45s on shrugs. 45s on shrugs. Want to focus on eliminating momentum once I get to the top. All right, that's it for me. Pretty good assessment of where I stand from a strength standpoint. So just gonna fine tune things moving forward, see what ancillary workouts we can add, and go from there.